Hello, YouTube, and welcome back. I hit F again. I'm sorry. Welcome back to Minecraft Hole, part 36, I believe it is. We're going to be doing, if you can believe it, some more hole digging today. My inventory is kind of a mess. I'm going to need to run back pretty soon to drop some stuff off. But we're vibing, and we're going to make some more progress today and have a good old time doing it. YouTube, tell me in the comments, what is your favorite Minecraft block? Let me know, let me know. Always curious. Let's get some crafting, some tools here, and then we'll get started for realsies. That'll be good. Start with 8 pickaxes. Nothing crazy, nothing off the hizzle. Okay. And Beworm, it has been a while. I'm glad that you have been good. That is all I wanted to hear. Huge, huge. Okay, put that away. It's nighttime, so we'll sleep off the night. And then we can be on our way doing some more mining. Huge. Yeah, I don't think I have any extra iron right now, right? Yeah, I just have the 1 pickaxe in reserve. Okay. I know I have my iron armor now. That's very nice. So we will continue with the whole mining endeavor. But yeah, Split Fiction. It's going to be a real fun stream when I get around to it. I don't know why this was built like this, but I'm taking care of all of it now. What I really want to do is get to water, because I have so much ground. Alright, sorry for the audio there, chat. That was on me. That was on me. My audio mixer likes to glitch very frequently. Hello? Who's that? Why didn't that pop up? Hello? Why didn't that pop up anywhere? Why was that a phantom hello? Wait, literally, who did that? I can't see my... It was J Doyle. I can't see my, Hold on. Alright, there we go. I can see them again. It didn't pop up in my chat for some reason. And I had it filtered out of my events on my Twitch dashboard. That was wild. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Up in chat. 2000x2000 can't redeem. That's so odd that the streamer is the one that can't see the chat redeems. That's kind of important. I wonder if there's like a back-end Twitch setting they added in to like filter it for streamers so they can read chat easier. Maybe it's like in the mod view or something that I have to look at. That's a future problem is what that is. But, yeah, so for Split Fiction, it will be completely blind. I have not seen anything, and Limes is not going to see anything on it either. So that'll be a very fun blind stream, because I've heard such good things about the game, I definitely want to go in blind. Didn't Twitch update the API or something like a day ago? They did. To be fair, they updated the API, so I was assuming first-party things would still work properly, but, you know, that's asking too much. That's asking far too much. API should theoretically only mess with third-party things, but if they have stuff built on their own API and didn't update it, then Split Fiction is awesome and playing with the wife. Oh, hell yeah, J Doyle. Yeah, I'm very excited to play with Limesy. It's not like a super long game either, right? Does anyone have a time estimate on it? Because I know Limes and I probably won't do it in one stream. It'll probably still be multiple streams. Unless we did like a marathon weekend stream or something. But I feel like it's, you know, probably like, what, 8 hours? But I do not remember very well. But yeah, and speaking of the chat redeems not showing up in chat there, I had to, before stream started, I hit go live, and it was like, nah, you don't have the right codec to stream on the enhanced broadcasting. And I was like, wait, what? Because the OBS, the enhanced broadcasting version of OBS, updated like a couple days ago. So I ran the updater yesterday and opened up, and it looked fine, but I didn't actually try starting a stream. So I guess it was still kind of broken. And so it gave me that error, and so I was like, huh. So I just had to update my graphics driver to be able to stream using the enhanced broadcasting, which was kind of wild. But hey, it was at least a quick, easy fix. All I had to do is update my graphics driver. Took Laddie 3 streams. Okay. So it'll take Limes and I 2 to 3. Depending on how long we go. Because I tend to do longer streams, but I know Limes doesn't hang in there as long. She's just not used to it like I am at this point. So we'll see. Either way works for us, though. Chat, I'm going to a baseball game next week. Baseball season starts tomorrow for all of my sports fans. And next weekend, I'm going to see a Phillies game. Limes and I are going with one of my friends. It's gonna be a good time. Raisky, you're finally in the right season for it to be that team as one of the teams. You're finally back. The Pirates are indeed a baseball team. Oh, you're gonna go see a AAA game? Hell yeah, B-Worm. Yeah, I love baseball season. I also, I'm doing a fantasy baseball league with some of my stream friends this year as well. So we had our draft like a week ago, probably a week and a half ago, maybe. But we finally get the, outside of the Japan games, we get the first games of the season for that tomorrow. Ooh, a Padres fan. Hell yeah. It's fine that you're a Padres fan. And you're a Royals fan. Okay, so the Royals is okay. Because I'm a Phillies fan. Because I am a Phillies fan. So, love them or hate them, I am a Phillies fan. Do you have Babe Ruth in your team? No, it's not a. This isn't a team from the 1980s. In chat, I have no clue when Babe Ruth played. It was probably much earlier than that. It was probably the 50s. But I'm not good when put on the spot. Oh, that's right. This sucks. What about this? Wasn't it like the 30s? It could have been the 30s. I am not good at times and ages and years and such. But yeah, no, Babe Ruth is one of the oldies. The game I'm actually going to see next weekend is the Phillies versus the Dodgers. So I get to see Shohei Ohtani play, which is going to be very nice. Kansas City ride or die Royals. That makes sense. I'll give that one to you. Hey, listen, that's a big part of the reason why I'm a Phillies fan. Oh, I forgot about this. Because I've lived in Jersey all my life. And so I could have picked a New York team or I could pick a Philly team. Those are the local options. Dodgers bad, Ohtani good. It was. Is that Shiloh's ult? Is that Shiloh's ult? Shout out to Shiloh. Bum, 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 bum. It was 1914, 1935. Okay, yeah, so I was way off even on my 50s. Cool. Yeah, I've never been a history guy because I don't have the memory for it. History is a big part memory. Ohtani sounds like a ship name from the Alien franchise. Well, what it is it's the name of one of the best generational baseball players straight out of Japan. Shohei Ohtani. Why does that sound so weird? Do you guys hear that? The sound of me breaking that dirt? It sounded kind of whack. Wild. Yeah, why is that so quiet? Like, the other blocks are louder. It's just grass blocks that are, like, muted. That's wild. Yeah, that's wild. I don't know why that's like that. But baseball season is so pog. Watched the Netflix special yesterday, and he said he doesn't know history because when he watched a history movie, he doesn't know what's gonna happen. Incredible. Imagine watching the Titanic and being like, oh, this is a great love story. Haha. Yes, but... Or like watching Star Trek and being like, I totally know what's gonna happen. You gotta know your history, man. His example was Pearl Harbor. Ooh. It's a movie that I haven't seen, but imagine that with Oppenheimer. Just been like, I wonder what this movie's about. You're almost done with your busy season. That's true, Jay Doyle. You need to come and chat more often because you need to remind me to do my taxes. Because I am I have not started those yet. I got like what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? It's April like 15th or something. That's tax day. Get them done. I gotta do it. Just get it tax fraud. Yeah, big talk coming from you, Mr. Governor. You don't got no American taxes. April 15th. Cool. Jay Doyle, I'm gonna... Whoa!
Oh, it's you. You're back. Hey, thanks for sticking around.
Hey, thanks for sticking around, Johnny, for 39 months. Nice. Kind of. Kind of. Johnny, hope you're doing well. It's good to see you, my friend. Johnny, we gotta pick a date for one of the 2 games we talked about in DMs. I don't know if we want to announce it or not. We have to pick a day and do it. The quote of Hole tonight is, soup is not the same as women. Big if true. Big if true. What I was saying before, Jay Doyle, I'm gonna make you think about work while you're off the clock. Do I get... How good am I gonna do on my taxes if I'm a grad student in college? Do I get good write-offs for that? Announce it right now. We could announce it live on stream. And Jay Doyle, you don't have to answer that. I know about next week on Friday. Okay. Oh, is that when you get your schedule or something? Okay. Yes, that's fine. So we can talk about the week after next then? Perfect. Lifetime learning credit depending on what income threshold you fall into. Perfect. I know what to look for. Thank you. I also have to see because I work for the university that I'm studying at. So I have tuition remission, but tuition remission is very heavily taxed for graduate students at both the state and the federal level. So I have to see if I get any of that back or not. Because that would be very nice to get some back from, but I don't know if that's a thing or not. Luckily, I have all my my Steam receipts from buying games that I can write a bunch of those off. At least I don't have to really pay for my self-employment through Twitch. Because that is mostly write-offs. Tuition remission is a fucking tongue twister. It really is. It took me a while to get it down. Whoops. I don't know what to do about this. Hold on. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just do this. Okay. Alright, we'll start doing this. Tuition remission submission? I actually had to do one of those. I had to do one of those to submit my tuition remission to make sure, because they don't give it to you by default. You have to apply for it. Even though I immediately qualified for it and they knew that. They're like, well, what if you don't want free money? It's like, what? Huh? Why are you making me opt into free money? Just give me my money. Yoink. Okay. Colin. This is some skillful hole digging here. Tuition remission submission on an art commission. How would that work? So it's all right. So we're talking about an art commission. So a tuition remission submission on an art commission. So you're commissioning art. Okay, so you're commissioning art. Then why would you need to submit your tuition remission for the art commission? Are you paying in tuition remission? Am I saying, like, this person I'm commissioning art from, I'm going to commit fraud and say they're a long-lost cousin, so they qualify for my tuition remission? So I'm giving them a copy of the tuition remission submission as payment for my art commission. It's part of tax evasion. Interesting. At the exhibition. Another layer. Let's go. Okay, so the art commission. Ooh, it's another layer of fraud we can add in. I'm commissioning art to enter into the exhibition as my own art because I want the prize money. So this is like a Ponzi scheme now. I'm saying, all right, I'm going to get you tuition remission illegally and use that to pay you for an art commission. And then I'm going to take your art commission and submit the art commission into an art exhibition that I paid for with my tuition remission. Ah. Yo, you so right, Nemo. You so right. You don't know how right you are. Hi, Kaylee. If you're seeing this for the comp, big if true. Tuition remission submission on an art commission at the Fission Exposition. Or exhibition. Okay. All right. So the commission, the art commission for the exhibition is now going to be about fishing. Don't condone any of this. J Doyle coming in with a big old asterisks being like, I can barely be here for this. I can't be in the witness of a crime being discussed. Incredible. We have fun here. That's another game I've never played, so I still have not done, what's the not Idle Fisher, but what's the Fisher game everyone's playing? Not Fisher Price, the other one. Oh, these stairs need to go. Okay, that's the problem. I'm just gonna collect all this. And then... okay, everything above me is fine, so we gotta take this out next. Okay. Repo, that's not it, but I do plan on playing Repo. Chat, I know Repo's been, like, popular for a while and is probably, like, at its prime or leaving its prime right now and heading towards the downward for popularity. Would you guys still be interested in seeing me play Repo and possibly joining in lobbies if we did, like, community lobbies for Repo? Is that still something people would be interested in? Johnny would play it. Because I feel like what I would do is, because I'm so out of the loop and people are, like, kind of experienced at it now, is I'd probably just start with solo Repo for, like, a stream. See how I vibe with it, see how chat vibes with it, see if there's interest in multiplayer lobbies, and then go from there. That's my theoretical framework for if I were to, if I were to stream Repo. Play and stream Repo. Okay, well, this is annoying, because now that's like that. Okay, that's fine. Brisky, were you, like, tabbed out, like, 5 blocks away and you ran back for that? Because I feel like that yes is too excited for you to have come in, like, a minute after I said the question. Okay, this is not bad. Setup is fine. Whoop. For how many people played it, you don't think you've seen a full round, just clips? That's where I'm at right now, but that's because I also kind of want to go in partially blind. And definitely from the clips I've seen, I have no context for how the game really plays. Yo, shout out J-Dola getting your 8th pomp. There's now an official record of you being here while we were talking about the art commission. But congrats, and I'm so sorry on your pomp. It's a lot of fun. Hell yeah. Yeah, I've definitely been considering it, but I know I'm very, very late on it because I don't get to stream a lot lately because I have school. You shouldn't have done that. It's on your permanent record. Oh, I have enough iron for a pickaxe. We're getting an iron pickaxe today, boys. Let's go. Okay. What coordinate is this? Not far enough. Got it. Actually, it's... Yeah. Ow. Ow. I'm gonna have to take this guy out, Tails. I think the guy took himself out, Tails. Alright. Easy come, easy go. I was ready and everything. Chat, can I get that clipped? That skeleton just not having any idea of where it was. Mandatory 60-hour weeks. I am so sorry, J Doyle. Hopefully the compensation for the job is at least worth it. Because I know there's I have a friend or two who are in kind of shitty job situations as well, but they don't feel like they have another choice at the moment. So it's I definitely can sympathize with that kind of roughness there. But hopefully the job is either enjoyable and or compensates you well. But yeah, working that long is a huge tax. Why is this like this? I don't want this to be here like this. Annual comp adjustments. That's nice. Good. Good. At least you're getting compensated for the hours appropriately. Because my one friend I was talking to today, she... Ow. I did that on purpose, chat. Don't worry. She talked to me today about her job, and she actually got a raise that was announced today. But she said it was also at the same time one of the worst days of work she's had in a while. So money can't buy everything. That's unfortunately true. Don't even feel like you spend every day of your life working. Cannot find enough time in a week to work 40 plus, let alone 60. Yeah, I've never worked more than 40 hours. Well, that's not true. I've definitely done that. I mean, if you consider now the fact that I'm a full-time student, have a full-time job, and also part-time stream, then I'm definitely doing 60-hour weeks of quote-unquote work. But streaming is, you know, it's a lot of work, but it doesn't feel like work. So, but it is a lot of work. I really have to, I have to set up Fujitech. I've been really behind on the times with that, and I noticed that with the Red Dragon Inn collab we did, because we did it outside of a server. We just did it in a group DM because that was just where everyone was centralized, and it was easiest to do it that way. And so I didn't have Fugi reactive setup, so I couldn't have the Discord overlay, because the normal one that I use only works in servers and voice channels and not actually voice DMs. So I need to get that set up, and that's on my list, and that's one of like the streamer work things that I just haven't gotten around to it. And it's really fucking easy too to do, from what I've been told, to set up the Fugi. I've been putting it off and been busy with other things. So kind of pays pretty well. Company pays interns 30 an hour. Yeah, no, that's definitely definitely a good starting place. That's huge. It's been a while since I've mapped out what my per hour is because I'm salary. So it's over 30, but I'm also not an intern. Okay. We're essentially back at the top. But yeah, right now, I don't know what my next, like, trajectory is for my career. It may end up being, if and when I move and actually switch organizations. Because there's no clear gap for me to fill right now. And I don't think there's enough desire to create a new position that I could jump into. So, I don't feel stagnant yet, because I just got a promotion like a year and a half ago, maybe. So I'm still like pretty fresh out of a promotion. But I am kind of looking for that next leap eventually. But I feel like I can really present myself well once I get my master's, and if I go for... Because right now I work in higher ed and I work for a very large university. And I feel like if I go to a smaller university with the experience that I have, I can kind of kind of jump a pay grade there a little bit with the skill set that I have. Sorry, just gonna check my phone real quick. My cousin texted me, so I needed to reply to her. Cool. But I really enjoy working in higher ed, and I kind of want to keep doing it, man. It's very nice to, nice and it's rewarding to be working where I'm like helping people, helping them get an education and figure out their careers and everything. Okay. Oop. So that's dissipating, so that's good. All right. We will continue creating this staircase at this level. All right. Chat, who's excited for the potential finale of Lies of P tomorrow? I'm kind of sad that the game's going to be over because I actually have been having a good time with it. But it will be satisfying to have completed another Souls-like and to have beaten Sega at another Souls-like. Sure, bud. Listen, I'm probably near the end. Feels like I am. I beat what felt like one of the penultimate bosses. But I do have the, I have made the mistake several times of saying finale when it's not a finale. Are we adding that new one as well, the last project, whatever? Yeah, I don't know anything about it either. I don't know if Sega does. I have to touch base with Sega because I know he mentioned possibly scrubbing back in his VOD to see what we said we were going to play next. We also still have to finish the end of Sekiro. We're on the final boss still. But neither of us really want to. Because I feel like I'm severely under-equipped with, like, the equipment and the skills and such for it. Especially, like, the healing back posture and healing back health with, you know, certain moves and things like that. I just don't think I found or invested into. So I just gotta get good. It is, honestly, a skill issue. You can, I'm sure, do that game with 0 upgrades if you really wanted to. But it might take a long time, and it's I've already taken, I think, over like around 6 to 8 hours on that boss. I know I did one entire stream just on that boss, the final boss of Sekiro. And I know I started the stream before, so I don't know what the total time is, but it's probably in the 6 to 8 hour range. Which I haven't spent that much time on a boss in a Souls-like probably since DS1. Probably since, like, Ornstein and Smough. And even then, I think Sega took more time on Ornstein and Smough than I did. It would also be interesting, though, I would be interested in going back to, like, DS1 and kind of, like, starting the gauntlet over and seeing how much I've improved having played more of the genre. And kind of comparing it to my blind playthrough. But yeah, there's plenty of Souls-likes left for us to play. We aren't going to do Bloodborne because I don't have access to a PlayStation. I'm sure we would do Bloodborne if it came to PC, but at the same time, I also... Seg would have a huge advantage because he's played the game before and I haven't. I mean, we say that, but it is also Sega, so he'd probably play with a poorly translated mod that also makes all of his enemies fish or something. If I know, it ain't happening. That's big cope on my part for sure, for sure. You know what, Nemo? When you're right, you're right. And when you're right, you're wrong. Or whatever I was saying. Okay. I'm gonna do one more inventory, even though I probably should just go back now. Because I don't feel like running all the way back yet. Several times. At least it'll be slightly faster than now, because I'm not in the on the edge. Do I have a set up here? I do. I'm gonna keep that on me because it's annoying. It was a PC the same day that Silksong dumps. I keep forgetting about Silksong until somebody brings it up, and then I'm like, okay. And then I move on. Because I did play through and beat whatever the game is. And it was a good game, and I liked my time with it, and it was a good challenge, but it also was not my favorite game of all time. And I was fine with how much I did in it, considering I didn't 100% it. I might go back and 100% it at some point. I forget, did I play that on Steam? Hollow Knight, that is it. No, I did play it on Xbox. So I played on Xbox, so I have achievements, so that makes me do want to kind of go back at some point at least. And see if I can 100% it. But that is when I have more time and more willpower, probably, because, yikes. Sorry, my socks bothering me. Chat, we're de-socking. We're de-socking. And I'm absolutely a fake gamer. Pulling the grippers out live on stream. Yo, where's the Baja Blast guys or whatever? Where are they at? I know I must make a lot of people mad, and that's all I have to say. Okay. I think we're set to continue on our journey. I'm gonna leave the start here. There's no reason to carry it. All right, I'll see you off. Leave off the night. It's for tier 3s. Listen, I can give you the tease of knowing it's happening. You just don't get the actual content. Which way is the right way to go? I would put this in the outer wall. So this is the inner. And I'm going around. So it's this way. No. This way. No, this is the outer wall. What? Huh? Huh? Outer wall. Inner wall. This way. Alright. I have the chest in the inner wall, and that's what was throwing me off. That's what was throwing me off. I swear I'm only mostly losing my mind. That was not a part of it. Iron pickaxe is so good. If only I could use this all the time. Sorry, taking off my socks made it too hot in here. I have to turn the AC on 1 second. There we go. That's going to be much better. Gotta read that email later. Taking off my socks made it hotter? Yeah, it's fucking a nuclear reactor in there. Okay. So this is where I was. Okay. We back. But I hate how fast it is to make it through this pickaxe. It's going to go away so quick. Okay. Gotcha. I took off from work on Friday because it's my birthday, and I am so excited that tomorrow gets to be my pseudo Friday because I don't have to worry about going to work the next day. That is a very big pog. Yo, what up, Mustang? Happy early birthday for my present. I get Uno next week. Is that... That's not next week. No. I refuse. Let me check my schedule. Oh, it's next weekend. You're right. Fuck. Okay. It was the weekend. It wasn't during the week. That's what got me. Yup. You're right. God damn it. Your early present to you is playing Repo with chat. Hell yeah. Listen, man, there's nothing worse as a streamer than saying, all right, I'm opening up a community lobby for something, and then, like, nobody joins. There's very few things for me as a streamer that are demoralizing. That is one of them. It's like getting hyped up to play a game with chat, and it's like, no, you don't have enough people to start a lobby. And I'm like, well, fuck. I forgot there was one game I did that with during, like, a birthday stream, anniversary stream, or something like that, where I set up a lobby and everything. I was ready to go, and it's like I didn't have enough people to start it up, so I had to pivot to something else, and it made me sad. You join for Repo? Hell yeah. Yeah, I know nothing about Repo, so I need to learn about. So I'd probably do a solo stream of it first, or at least a solo section of a stream before I started opening lobbies, just to get a feel for the game. I know it's very much like lethal, so I know like what I'm getting myself into. I just want to get the feel for it. Manipulate Peachy and Zoo, Renly, Will, and Hawk. Hell yeah. No, I'm sure we could get a good lobby for it. Something that I saw, and I think it was a tweet from Glasses, or not a tweet, a skeet, whatever we're calling them on Blue Sky. That was very good. That I liked a lot. Was saying that like as a streamer, it's really hard to plan things around everyone's schedule. So it's much better to come into a DM to someone or a post saying like, "Hey, I want to play this game at this time. Who wants to join?" Or asking people specifically, do you want to join for this game at this time? And not just saying like, hey, I want to play with this person. Then you get in a DM and you go like, what do you want to play? I don't know. What do you want to play? I don't know. What do you want to play? And then you go back and forth like that for like weeks or months. Then you say, okay, we've got the game. When are you free? I'll get back to you next week. Okay, when are you free? I'll get back to you next week. And that goes forever. And then you either set up the collab a year after you started trying to set it up or never. So I want to try to get better, because I need to get better at starting collabs, period, because for full disclosure, I've had some anxiety and executive dysfunction issues over the past like year and a half, 2 years that are finally getting under control now that I have been formally diagnosed with ADHD and I'm starting medications for it. We're still tweaking, but we're getting there. So I think I finally will be able to push past my executive dysfunction enough to start making groups again. And I really want to start using that technique of thinking of a game I want to play, thinking of a time I want to stream it, and then either asking specific people for a group or asking open-ended who wants to join in for a group of it. And I think that will help the process go a lot smoother and faster. Even it's like a little bit more upfront work, but not even really. Like just wanting to play a game and knowing where to fit it into your schedule, that's really not that much more work up front. And then maybe you'll just have to go through more people saying, no, I can't make it at that time, or no, I don't like that game. But regardless, as long as you can get through that and are willing to either ask more people or advertise it more to find people who are available, or be willing to try to change the time. If you start it and you realize, okay, well, I've had 7 people express interest, but 4 people can't do it at that time, I'd prefer to have a bigger group, then you say, okay, let me try a different time. And you put all that onus on yourself as the streamer, organizing it, and then it just goes much faster, and it takes less effort overall than trying to wrangle people who haven't given you availabilities or haven't thought of the games they want to play. So I'm really going to try to bring that into my the social aspect of streaming and collab streaming specifically. Try to build myself up that way. And it's nice that I'm actually able to verbalize it here on stream because one, it helps me get my thoughts straight, and because you never know if something just sounds good in your head or if you say it out loud and it actually is a good idea. And then also I can always look back at this to try to keep myself accountable. I have people say like, hey, how's that collab thing going for you? And I'm like, shit, I haven't been working on that. So I'm finally ready to start putting a little bit more effort in than I have been in the past and really move on in a lot of ways. Yo, is that Ryder? Hi, Ryder. Hello. Happy Wednesday. I hope your week's been treating you well. Welcome in, welcome in. But that's my vent/ramble for the night. But yeah, streaming's hard, dude. But I've been having a lot of fun with it, and I've been going for my anniversary's next month, I think, my streaming anniversary. Work tired, you're out today? Well, I'm glad you're past it and you can get some rest and hopefully be revitalized and rejuvenated for tomorrow. That's a good plan, good goal. Let's get her done. What was I saying? Streaming's hard work? Yeah. It's easy to get through times. I think was one of those a collab with me? Or did you not risk trying to stream and be in a VC at the same time? I don't remember. I feel like we may have done a Mario Party that you streamed. But yeah, what else I was saying? My anniversary for streaming, I think, is next month. I think it's like mid-April. Early to mid-April. You missed out on your streaming anniversary? Oh, wow. That sucks, right? My actual streaming anniversary, I think, is in January. But I don't celebrate that. I only celebrate my affiliate anniversary, which I believe is early to mid-April. Nah, just in the week of the RE4 remake. Ah, inside games. Gotcha. I've been getting distracted a lot. Yes, but I've been streaming for, I think, going on 4 years now, as an affiliate. And I've streamed a lot. I've streamed consistently, and I'm very proud of myself for that. Of course, I've taken like a week or two off here or there for like vacations, but there was really only one extended break I had from streaming, and that was the summer between me graduating. No. When was it? It wasn't when I graduated. No, I was still streaming then. Or was it? I don't know. It was a summer where I was leaving campus housing, so it was either when I graduated or going into my senior year or something. And the campus internet, the campus Wi-Fi was much better than my family's home Ethernet. So I couldn't stream while I was home because I didn't have good enough internet, so I took the summer off. But that was the only extended amount of time I've taken off from streaming. So I'm pretty proud of myself for being as consistent as I have been. This is in March, but you don't know which day. If it's the affiliate anniversary, you should be able to see through your dashboard. And at least now they can prompt it to like celebrate it in your stream with like party hat badges and things like that. So I have to look into that and actually try to make sure I set the right date, because it was so annoying because they let you do, I think, like either 7 or 10 days before or after as the actual day you celebrate on stream. And the year, it might have been last year, whatever year it is that they implemented it like a week or 2 weeks after my anniversary. So I literally like just missed the ability to celebrate it, and I had to wait a whole year to celebrate it with the in-house Twitch functionality. You realize you didn't like strangers watching you, so you stopped. That's valid. That's another thing about streaming is you shouldn't do it just because everyone else is doing it. You should do it because you actually want to, and you need to make sure, like, however you do it, that you're happy, comfortable, and safe. So, learning that streaming isn't for you is just as useful as learning that streaming is for you. So it's still a good thing to think through and work through and come to a conclusion on. You streamed for you first and as a hobby, exactly. That's the right way to get into it, at least. I mean, that's what it is for me. It's a hobby that I, you know, make a couple dollars from here or there. I get a surprise surprise deposit in my bank account. I'm like, it's been a good month or two. But I have never, and I feel like I will never rely on Twitch for any sort of income. Because one, I'm definitely not big enough for it. And two, I don't like the level of monetization on Twitch. Not that the function of it or anything's bad, just a personal thing. Like, I feel like when people spend on Twitch, that's spending their fun money, and it's not like a bill or something. And I don't know, something about it just, it makes me feel a little weird. Not in general, like, people can sub and I'm happy with people subbing, and I understand it because it's like $6 a month. But like, in the part where it's like, you know, double-digit dollar donos and tier 3 subs and things like that, where I'm like, that's a lot of pressure on me when I'm just doing this for fun and getting money thrown at me. It's really funny your friends were in chat and stuff, but you didn't like the small talk with new people. No, I'm all good with the small talk with new people. Or you could be like Sega and enjoy shitting on new people as soon as they come into chat, especially the weirdos and the spammers. Get weird new people you don't know in chat, knowing you're not a chatting person. You know how to talk in a conversation. No, that's completely valid as well, but in a way that it's almost useful to have a pressure-free outlet to kind of test the waters with it. Because what's the worst case? They leave, you know? And also, like, there's going to be plenty of viewers who come in, chat or not, decide whether your vibe fits or not, and either stay or leave. And that's part of the fun of it, you know? Nobody's forced to be here. And so the people that stick around are people that actually want to be there. You do try to do you? Yeah. That's like... Because it's so interesting, the idea of, like, streamers... You know, some streamers they put on an entire show. Their entire stream is a show. Some people are mostly themselves. But I feel like most of streamers on Twitch, especially the small to medium-sized creators, are really themselves, just slightly exaggerated. And I feel like that's what I do. I'm definitely somewhat exaggerated. I don't know, like, if I had to put, like, a percentage on the intensity of exaggeration, it's probably, like, 25% max of my personality that's exaggerated. Because on stream, I'm louder, and I am a little meaner. But that's also kind of how I am IRL. The meaner is just more witty and silly IRL. But on stream, sometimes I'm a little more brutal. Because shock value and stuff is funny, and people react well to it, so... the most anyone can get you to talk about is ask you about your interests, your rating, etc. Exactly, and that's, you know... assumedly, as a creator, that's your hobbies, your interests, things like that are what you build your stream and your community around. So theoretically, those are things that should come up the most often, and then that'll be one of the things you get to talk about the most. And that's another benefit to being able to stream, to be able to use it as a creative outlet, not only for, you know, video games and streaming itself, but for your other hobbies and interests, which I think is a very, very interesting and unique ability that you get through streaming. Wait until Brisky realizes my real name isn't Marth. Nah, I think Brisky knows my real name. It's leaked here or there, and for my first couple months of streaming, I think I had it as my actual, like, Twitch bio name, my real name. Because, Internet Safety 101, let's go. But I have a common enough name that it would be slightly difficult to find me, but people are good at that shit, so I know I'm still easily findable. Just not by lazy people. And that's sometimes all you need. Can't remember how, but you know you do. Yeah. I know there's some people who know, because for the group I do fantasy football and fantasy baseball with online, we do it through ESPN, and we all have our real names attached to our ESPN accounts, so we know each other's real names from that. Streaming has been a great outlet for me, especially since I graduated college and don't have any acting opportunities lined up. This is kind of how I get my performance desires out. Because streaming is definitely a type of performing. And it hits the same vibes in a lot of ways. Especially improv content. Every stream and every collab is just an improv exercise, if you really think about it. It certainly has a good outlet for writing and gaming for sure. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And it's really good that Twitch did, at least start to branch out into, the IRL categories, the art categories, things like that. They could obviously be doing a lot more with it, but they're a little busy with guest star, so... Whoops. So happy you have your writing category? Yeah, that is a big one that I'm glad they have in there. This mountain is coming down, and then we get right into the next mountain with barely any water in between. Oh boy. And I will probably get this mountain down today. It'll be close, because I think I'm going to end stream around 10:30 p.m. EST chat, so about 2 hours from now. Because Limesy has been having an earlier bedtime lately, and I'm going to spend some time with her before she goes to bed. But tomorrow we will be back at 7 p.m. EST, and we'll be going again either until we finish Lies of P or midnight. Not sure which one yet. Maybe both, maybe neither. To play it by ear, because that's really all you can do with Sega. Sega works really hard. He does try his best, but man, is he not great at scheduling. He's gotten a lot better in the past, year. But it is something. Love that dude. He's been taking his calendar a bit more seriously. He's been checking in on DMs. He's been like, what day is this again? I'm being like, bro, I'm glad you just asked instead of just not showing up. That's progress. Problem for is how do you branch out into the writing community? You tried it for one day and found some pretty cool peeps. I mean, I guess that's kind of just what you said. Kind of check out some other writing streamers, vibe in there, see the vibes, feel out the vibes. And if you like what you see and you like what you hear and you like what you read, then start to chit chat with the streamer, the chat, everyone in the community. Maybe join a Discord or two. I'm sure if there's other streamers that focus primarily on writing, they probably have channels in their Discord to get suggestions from people and workshop some things. And I'm sure that would be a good way to start building some connections, building some bonds, and going from there. Because it's a funny story. My one friend that's writing a book right now, if you guys know her from chat, it's Liz. She's been writing a book for a while, and I've been one of her lead editors on it, essentially. and it's been going great. But before she started writing this book, long before she started writing this book, her and I actually were writing a book together. And it started out just by us kind of like texting about it. And then like we were like writing dialogue in text messages. And we had to like compile it into a Word document after the fact. And it was pretty wild. Because she had done writing before, but I never, that was like my first attempt at like actual, I overjumped. Ooh, ouch. That was rough. That was my first like foray into any sort of formal fiction writing. And it was a really cool experience, so I'm glad I still get to work with her on this, be her editor of this. Is that the Renly, the pioneer of Whole Wednesday? Hi, Renly. Hello. It is pretty small. You have joined the Discords and whatnot. You need to be active in theirs and get on top of events. That's completely fair. And that's a very tall task to ask for. Because we all deal with so much in our lives. There's always so much to do. So little energy to go around. So yeah, if you can get that going, that's great. But just know that it is a universally recognized hard thing to do to really start to get involved in other communities, especially as a streamer where you also have your own stream and schedule and actual time in front of a camera to worry about. Or in front of a computer, I should say, at least. Drama. What do we got drama about? You dramaing, Braysky? Is that legal? Renly, I used the GIF that you found in my going live stuff. I don't know if you noticed, but I made sure to follow through on that. Also, Renly, would you play repo with me if I got the game and started playing it? I know that you and Hawk have played in at least a lobby or two. You would? Oh, hell yeah. Because I've been thinking about getting it, but I haven't really pulled the trigger. So I'm like, well, it's been like a hot thing for a little while, so I don't know if it'll die down right when I buy the game or something. But I know it still has pretty good mod support right now, too, so maybe that'll keep it alive a little longer. But I think I might try it maybe next week or something. Whoops. Why are there so much problems? Oh, hey, buddy. See ya. Hard enough because you started this year on making library-related events for almost every month. Yeah. No, I feel you. It's there's always more work to be done, and it's like, where do I put my energy today? What do I have the energy to do? And with this very limited energy, where do I decide to play? What makes the cut this month or today? You've been still playing vanilla, TBH? Oh, nice. Okay, so it's good that vanilla still has some pull as well. Because that's what I'll be starting out with, is just vanilla. But I know what happened for lethal. And I mean, it makes sense because I kind of felt the same way after a while, is people thought the vanilla game was too stale after a while. And I know they've added a lot more lethal, and I have not checked back in months, maybe even a year for lethal. It feels more dynamic than lethal. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, if there's more like randomness and more combinations and stuff, then that makes a lot of sense. Okay, that's good to know, though. What is it? Okay, it's just a 1 for now. So many caves. Bruh. Oh, I'm out of inventory space, aren't I? Cringe. Well, joke's on you, because... Now I'm not. Aha. Did I miss anything over here? No. Okay. Alright, let's head back. Still have 2 more pickaxes, but I am out of space. Alright, we'll make some trips back to base, and we'll come back and we'll finish this mountain. Yeah, but Ryder, you've been doing a great job, and I've liked what little I've been able to experience of your streams and in your community and stuff, so. You're doing great. Keep it up. Of course. You always gotta help everyone else out in the community and give credit where it's due. It's always the right thing to do. Okay. Oh, I do have raw iron I need to cook, but I can do that when I get back. The gravel. This is all stone now. Good. These away. Okay. I have enough food. Okay. Start giving me some cobble then. Off we go. Things you want to tweak out, but steady as you go. Exactly. And that's how I've kind of been for a while. Is there's of course like a never-ending list of things that I want to do to like improve my stream. I mean, like I talked about earlier, I just need to goddamn set up Fugi Tech. But what I've told is like painless and easy to do, but I just haven't done it because it's work, and I don't always feel like doing work for stream. It's much easier to just keep what I got and hit go live. But eventually I'll hit the point where I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I do want to do more, and I have enough capacity to. And I'll go ahead and do that then. And I'll just give myself patience and give myself the room to just kind of exist without feeling like I need to go above and beyond every second of every day. Bro, I checked my email during stream. Bro. Hold on, I gotta check my Steam, because apparently I've been gotten. I think I got chat. Wait, what happened? Can we get a timeout on Renly for 69 seconds? Where do I even go? Is it my notifications? Well, there is a notification there. No, bro! It's two of you! Wait, what? No. Okay, no, I'm just dumb. Okay. Okay, I'm dumb. Bro. But Renly, no! Freesky, I didn't say ban! I didn't say... Oh, it's the other Renly. Okay, never mind. I thought you actually banned Renly, and I saw Renly chat, and I'm like, how is that supposed to work? How does that work? What is happening? Sorry, writer, if there was any anxiety or stress there. Renly has gifted me a game on Steam, and so I'm being fake upset about it. So you're like, yeah, I saw it now. Thank God, Jesus Christ. But Renly, thank you for buying me repo. I appreciate it. Where do I goddamn see that? I'm not used to this. I have to open my goddamn email to click on the link in the email to find it. The link still didn't work? Wait. How am I so bad at this? I have a degree in IT. What the I'm just gonna do it from my browser. Fuck this. I gotta sign into Steam in my browser? Oh my god. Renly, this is... I didn't know you put a puzzle on this goddamn gift. Hold on. Should just be in the messages on Steam. Oh, good. Now it sent me a 2FA code. I gotta wait for the 2FA emo to come in. The Trojan virus. Actually, I love horses. Also, I hate the thumbnail for Repo, like the game art. I hate that. The first time I saw it, I thought it was like a YouTube React thumbnail. But no, it's just like that. Okay. Exactly, Brisky. Exactly. Accept gift. Add to my library. Pog. Thank you, Renly. Thank you for the birthday gifts. Appreciate you. Yep, there it is. It's not even a gig. Indie games are OP. Is Repo an indie game? I assume it's an indie game. You did too. You thought it was that way as well? Hell yeah. Okay, cool. So I will download that when I'm not streaming. And chat, I'm sorry for the whole delay. Y'all say there's also hole in repo? Is that legal? Can I sue? You made it? That does look like some of your art, Brisky. She makes some flippin' cursed art. Guys, I love Blue Sky because I will get notifications like the one I just got saying lesbian rat liked your post. And I'm like, that's not a bot. And that feels nice to know that it's a weird ass name, but it's not a bot. Shout out to lesbian rat. Rats, rats, rats. Soon, well, not soon, but eventually we'll get to this water again, chat, and I will be able to use up my sand and dirt supplies. That'll be the day. We'll get there. Yeah, but I think one of my main goals for the second half of this year, and especially the summer when I'm not taking classes, is to do as many collabs as I can and really start to build up that rapport with the other streamers in the community again. Because I've been slacking, bro. Most of my collabs have been with the same people, and I want to spread it out more. Play with more homies. I have a, I mentioned earlier in the stream, but I know there's people here who weren't there. People here now who weren't here then. I'm going to be revitalizing a series that has been dead for a while on the channel. It's a collab series. I'll be starting that up next month with the other or others in the group. And I'm excited to announce it again soon. Who knows, Renly? It could be. Who knows? Several people know, but who knows? What do you mean, Brisky? Oh. Yeah, we've had... The type lock has had some trials and tribulations throughout its existence. That is for sure. Oh, hell yeah. Renly Bray type lock. Let's go. I'd be willing to do type locks with other people, too. I'm not, like, grandfathered into, like, one group that I can only ever do type locks with. Because I know the one with Kaylee, Dream, and Sega went well as far as I heard. I didn't get to watch any of it, unfortunately. But I heard it went well. Sega had a good time with it. Cobblemon type lock. Renly, you've been playing Cobblemon, right? I feel like I saw that on, like, your Discord status or something. Yeah? Hell yeah. I haven't seen any of Cobblemon. I just saw some of the old Pixelmon stuff. But I haven't seen any Cobblemon. Hawkmeat is ever nice. Hell yeah. Oh, getting shot at. Oops. Chat, you know what I just also remembered? I have to check my mail. I'm so bad at checking my mail because I never get anything of note in it. Unless it's like package or something, but I don't even check my mailbox for packages because there's a package closet for that. I didn't check my mail because my state ID expires on my birthday, and I put in for a new one. But I did it kind of late. I did it like the end of last week, so I don't know how good their mailing time is gonna be. I shouldn't really like need it because it's not like a driver's license because I don't drive. But I do need to make sure that's up to date and that I have the correct one. They gave me an email with like the receipt and everything saying like, hey, I've ordered a new one, it's on the way kind of thing, that I can show if I need to show like proof of ID. But I don't have a physical card at the moment. Not for now. God, Renly. Fight the power. I mean, yeah, that is kind of one of those things. Not that I would ever, like, say to do this, because I'm being responsible. But, like, if you ain't doing something wrong, and you're not gonna get caught doing something wrong, like, what does it matter? That is not my official endorsed opinion, but that is a sentence that I said on the internet. I don't think there's anything else I need to bring back from here, so I'm just gonna run back. I missed relaxing hole. I think it's been, what, like, at least 2 weeks since I played it last. It's nice to be back to it. You want to that weird ass real ID thing? Yes, I also need to do that. Like the one I am getting sent to me isn't a real ID, but I need to like set up an appointment, actually go into the DMV to get the real ID. So I do need to do that because I am flying in July, so I need to do it before that. I believe something set up to do real ID on location. Oh, that'd be great. No, I think for mine, at least, I have to go to the DMV. I mean, I haven't looked into alternatives. Maybe there are alternatives to get it done elsewhere. But that's my current knowledge on it. I gotta get a passport. No, yeah, I definitely want to get a passport as well. Because I know Limes definitely wants to do international travel. I'm less interested, but I like doing things with her, so I will definitely join her on international trips. Did I see your message in the gift? Did I just gloss over it? Yeah, it just says my name, right? Marf. Hell yeah. Marf. Marf. I did not process it because I think I just thought that was like a canned like, hi, Marf. I just glossed over it in my head. But no, I got you. Marf. Thank you, Randy. Should be reading? You could be. You could be. It's one of your favorite pastimes, writer. Oh, have you been reading? You may have already finished it. I know Renly finished it. The new Suzanne Collins book. Have you gotten yours yet? I believe I saw you getting that. Nemo's a third of the way through? Hell yeah. I'm glad you all have been enjoying it. Renly, you enjoyed it, right? I believe I saw that you finished it. Not a favorite pastime, but you are getting back into loving it again. Good. It's always good to reignite some of your hobbies. Get a little more passion for it. On chapter 12. Gotcha. Weren't a huge reader's kid? Oh, I was. And then I fell off that hard. Alright, we're back. I dropped my phone. Felt more like a chore, reading as a kid. That's fair. I kind of had the opposite, where writing started to feel more like a chore now to me than it did when I was a kid. And I think that's just because I have more to do now outside of reading, and reading was kind of one of the main fun things I had to do as a kid. I loved sports, and I liked video games, but I wasn't in love with video games yet. And I read books. My elementary school was like a block away from the public library, so I'd go there pretty often. You love reading? Hell yeah, Renly. Hell yeah. Makes you smart? It sure can. It sure can. Got one of the book in a day. It's been taking a while to get through the chapters because... Hell yeah. Yeah, the Suzanne Collins book, Friendly. Yeah. Oh, it was only this morning they finished it? I thought I remember seeing you post about it on Blue Sky or something. I'm such a lurker on social media and in Discord a lot of the time, too. I want to get better at like joining in conversation and stuff again, but I want to make sure I'm at a place where I can do it consistently, because I hate like jumping in for like a hot minute and then popping out. So you have 2 later days off, so you finish at like 5 a.m. Hell yeah. Interesting. Writer, very interesting. Whoops. Bonk. I was not walking as straight as I thought I was. Leave your solid Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes within like 4 days. Unusual, 76 weeks to finish the book. Nice. I'm glad they get you to keep reading a lot. Not for this one. Braysky, please. Incredible. I also don't think I read it as a kid. My favorite book as a kid was probably Strega Nona. I read that one a lot as a kid. It's like a very young child. Not when I was like 12. Good eggs and ham for you? Hell yeah. Nothing wrong with Seuss. Good old sausage. Hey, yo, stop shooting. You don't know what you read as a kid that you truly enjoyed? As like a middle schooler, I really liked the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books. I like the Percy Jackson books. Although I think I read the Percy Jackson books later. I might not have read those until high school. I don't remember. And I really, really, really liked and want to reread at some point the Pendragon series. Because I have not read those since I was in middle school, but I remember like being very enchanted with those. Horrid history books. I don't know those. Were those like actually British or were those worldwide? Series of Unfortunate Events. I've heard of that one. Oh, I loved it was kind of a mindfucky kind of book, especially for a kid. Well, primarily for a kid. But the series that starts with the name of this book is Secret. Those books got my attention real good. I think they were a little darker as well. For kids' books, at least. Just know the one book you've read multiple times is Year of the Black Rainbow. So in high school we read that. Got you. Yeah, I haven't done a lot of like new reading as an adult. Probably just because I like young adult books so much. Like I don't want to graduate from young adult books, and I haven't found a good young adult series that I want to read in a while. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it's just because it's called young adult that it just makes me feel like I'm not reading correctly, I guess, a little bit. But I don't take it that seriously. Oh, why did I slow down in front of the mobs? Speed up, speed up, speed up. read Lord of the Rings last year that you have not found the energy to start a new book. Yeah, I feel that. I don't want to spend the energy to look for a new book that I like is my big thing, because I'm very picky with books. Read The Very Hungry Caterpillar. I'll put it on my to be read list. People have those, right? That's a thing. I'm not making that up. TBR, I think I've seen listed before. Yeah, build this perfect. Give me your eggs. TBR, yeah? Hell yeah. I got it right. Yoink. Nice. Hey. Fed you now. Be done. Thank you. Okay. Back we... Oh, you kept following me? I didn't even have seeds left on me. Alright, you get to explore for at least now. No, I believe that, Brisky. I have not read any of his books, but from what I have heard, I believe it. Ooh, maybe we'll get a super creeper. Still books on TBR that you haven't touched since this book was about to be released. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of that way with games, right? My to-be-played list for my games is probably including games that are very old at this point that I just never got around to. Ah, that makes sense right here. In December? Yeah. That's valid. Take your time with it. Read it. That's the thing. It's like, that's not another thing I love about reading is it's just a very personal activity. It's not like a lot of activities are still like personal activities, but a lot of people like to compare and be competitive. And I feel like reading is one of the ones that's harder to do that with. There's still people that do it, of course. I mean, they're going to do it for everything. But I think it's at least a little harder to do in these cases, which is kind of nice. Wants to go back to rereading the original Hunger Games and maybe finally read Mockingjay the first time. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things with me having such a bad memory is if I wait too long on a series, I do have to kind of double back and be like, some of this character development I'm not understanding because I don't remember where they started from. Mistake of watching part 2 film before reading the book. Oh no, you weren't prepared for one of the scenes because of it? Oh wow, that's unfortunate. That's so unfortunate, writer. Still recovering, that's fair. Entirely valid. Off we go. Like we need one more trip back, I think I said. And we can start digging again. Heck yeah. You watched the first two films just fine, but after part 2, you've not gone to rewatch the films. Yeah, that's valid. Gotta know what you can handle. Yeah, I mean, different people have different triggers and things like that, so that's completely valid, Ryder. We're almost back. Hey, I finally picked up that one block of dripstone that's been sitting there forever. Skirt. Okay. Alright, yep. Here's the rest of the cobblestone and the other stone. Dirt and sand is staying. So is the gravel. So let's bring anything else back that needs to go back. Or at least can go back. There's not a lot, honestly. You know what? Maybe we don't go back again right now. I don't think this is worth it. It's not a full inventory worth. I'll compile those into smaller sections. But yeah, I'll keep everything else here. Yeah, we'll do that. Sure. Alright, well, this is finishing up. I'm gonna go get water real quick. Be right back, chat. Enjoy the copper smelting. Hell yeah, Bryce. I'm glad me not being here really lightened up the stream for you. Let's get this iron smelting. That's going to be 2 iron pickaxes. I'm also going to use the bathroom. And you get a different flavor of smelting. I'll be right back. Chat, I'm back. I should play the paint drying game? God. I mean, low-key, generally my chat is not moving fast enough for that to be entertaining enough for me. But I did see that Ray played the game. I still do plan on watching that VOD. I just have not gotten to it yet. Chat, I mention this every so often, but I have a tab pulled up on my PC that says how far behind I am in days on Ray's VODs, because I don't get a lot of time to sit down and watch his VODs on YouTube. But I will let you know that right now, as of today, I am 268 days behind on his VODs. So it's been hovering around 270 for a while. I'm not really making progress. The exact VOD I am watching through right now is... oh, look on the wrong screen. Is his Daxter full playthrough from July 2nd, 2024. That's what I'm up to. Say 2 times that shit? No, it's vibey. Is he still an AH in my VODs? That's a fucking funny comment. You know, like every game he plays, so you'd probably never watch all of them. I'm in it for the Ray lore. So even for like bad games or even games he doesn't like, I still watch for like the overall channel lore. How much sense that does or does not make. Yeah, you know. But it's how I've been doing it. Okay. Oh, I didn't make the iron ones. Yeah, watch all of the streams and all of the comps. And it's very interesting that I'm going through them in like time order, because I'll like I'll get like a good amount of VODs going. I'll watch like a month of his content in like 2 weeks or something like that. And then I'll immediately watch the clip comp of the videos that I've been binging over the past couple weeks. So it's like, I literally just watched this, but I'm watching it again in clip format. No, I agree, Ryder. I like the game highlights that Light does for Ray, as well as the monthly comps. And his his backpedaling, essentially, I guess, on Yakuza is always a good time. Well, I didn't open up all my tabs properly when I moved shit around. There we go. Okay, back to it. As heads up, chat, we got probably about another hour left in the stream before we wrap it up for the evening. But no fret, we will be back on the morrow, playing some more Lies of P with Sega tomorrow at 7 p.m. EST. YouTube, another question for you if you've made it this far. What's your favorite Souls-like as you're watching a Minecraft VOD? Let me hear your thoughts in the comments. Cooking Mama, that is a good Souls-like. Runly, but picture this, a Cooking Mama roguelike. Huh? Huh? Is that a good idea or what? Cooking Mama on the Wii with cinema? Well, was it cinema or was it a game? Like, I don't think the Wii played movies, Brisky. I don't know what you're trying to say, to be honest with you. It's not like it was the Xbox and it was also a Blu-ray player. You know, it's like, come on. And that could have been bad. YOLO. I need to branch out with more Souls-likes, but Lies of P was such a treat. Hell yeah. Yeah, Ryder, if you liked Lies of P and you like the combat style, you might like Sekiro. Of the ones that I know about, that's probably the one I would recommend next if you really did enjoy the combat style of Lies of P. No way. Why not? What's wrong with Sekiro? I mean, sure, the movement's very, very different in those two games, but the actual combat, when you break it down, is very similar. Oh, you did try Sekiro. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, God. Yeah, Braysky, I'm not even going to pay attention to it. I'm just literally going to catch the angry opinions on Blue Sky or whatever. I'll just be disappointed that way. I'm trying to think, because it's the day before my birthday, so I'm trying to think of what would be a good birthday present announcement for me. But, I don't know, maybe a new Super Mario Baseball? That would probably, pique my interest. But I don't know, I don't know what other Nintendo game I'd be looking forward to. Anyway, Animal Crossing for the Switch 2. Let's go. You did try it, but you're also going back and forth between Sekiro and another game. You forgot the controls of Sekiro? Yeah, that is a problem for that game. Yeah, controls are very important with how fast-paced Sekiro is. Yeah, but I'd give it another shot, Ryder. I think they're similar enough that they would click in the same way. Very parry-based. Kind of a don't get hit kind of game, even more than usual from a Souls-like. Because there's some Souls-like where you can get hit like a lot, and it's like, all right, well, I got a million heals or I got a million HP. But with those games, you can't get hit nearly as often. You need to restart the entire game and only play that game when you come back around to it. Got it. All your favorite Nintendo games are actually made by Rare, but Xbox are cowards. That reminds me, Braysky. Since I've been making progress on my my March Madness goals, we're starting to get closer to Conquer. I know you've been waiting for it. We're getting closer. Bonk. One area where the small guys had guns and there was a mini boss in the middle. The place fucked you up badly. Which place was that? I have such a bad memory. So you're probably describing it fine, but I can't picture it in my head of which area you're describing. You love Conquer? I know you do. You're the reason. You're pretty much the reason why it's on the list to begin with. One before the bowl. Oh, I think I know where that is now. It's kind of like you kind of got to walk downhill or something. I remember. Controls are ass, but it's part of the charm. God. Yeah, you're gonna hear a lot of rage from me playing Conquer, I'm sure. On the stairs. Yes. Okay. Stairs leading up to the bull area. Got you. There's like a big guy standing there too, right? Like a big guy with a hammer. The controls made Sega rage? Well, Sega is not good at games. Sega has only beaten me in one Soulslike. And it was the first one we played together. And it was a buzzer beater finish. Consort Radon was finished off, right? Like we fought him in the Elden Ring room. Which one's Consort Radon? Which was he the final of the DLC or something? If he was, yeah, if he was the final boss of the DLC, then yes, I did beat him. And we did finish the DLC. I have such a bad memory for games I've even played before. You forgot? All good. The VODs are up on YouTube if anyone is curious. All of the Elden Ring base game and DLC It's all there from the race segment I did. You've never played a Souls game, but you have a bunch in your library? Which ones do you have in your library, Renly? And if you had to pick, which one do you think you'd start with? Yes, that is the only Souls game that we've played that we haven't finished, other than, of course, Lies of P that we're on. We're both on the final boss of Sekiro. I've been fighting it for many hours, and Sega's been fighting it for at least a few hours. We both have at least, I'd say, 3 hours into attempts of that final boss, but we are both terribly underleveled. So it's not going well. We didn't get all the prosthetic pieces. We didn't fight all of the optional bosses or anything. I don't think we have all the heals. We definitely don't have all the heals, I'm pretty sure. I know you can get up to a max of 10. I don't remember how many I have. I know I don't have a lot of the skills specifically for, like, healing myself during battles. And increasing, like, parry windows or something. I don't know. Brisky's only played Elden Ring and some of their very light Souls-likes, like the Star Wars games. Oh, yeah, those are... is that the Force Unleashed? Is that those games? I have not played any of those, believe it or not, but I'd be interested in playing them eventually. I'm not against playing them for sure. Fallen Order Jedi Survivor. Oh, what's the Force Unleashed? What is that one? You have Sekiro and Bloodborne on your PS4, and you have all of the Dark Souls games and Elden Ring, because Hawk has them. Oh, right, so you can do the shared library. Which one do you think you'd start with if you were gonna play any of them, Renly? Force Unleashed is the hack and slash. Oh, okay. So it's at least still like a 3D game. 3D third-person game. At least I had that part right. I'll take it. Ooh, Ryder thinks you should start with Bloodborne. Bloodborne is the one that I will probably never play. Are you kidding me? Bro shoved the block through my back, being like, "Hey, I gotta move here." Are you late for something? The bro turned into a bat. We got a vampire over here. Jesus Christ. Technically, Lies of P2 because it's on Game Pass. Lies of P is very good. I'm trying to think, like, I don't know which one's the most beginner friendly. Maybe Lies of P. I feel like I haven't really struggled with Lies of P that much. And it's also very linear, which has been nice. It's not too, like, metagaming on telling you where you need to go. Elden Ring, I could see that being a good one, too, because there's a lot of places you can go, and you can even grind if you need to without it feeling too grindy. And the movement's very good in Elden Ring. But I really like Lies of P for how linear it is. That's one of my biggest complaints with Souls games, is I just prefer linear to open world. But, like, DS1 was okay with, like, the pathing. You just had to, like, jump too often to different places instead of just, like, the walking forward. You do Sekiro because everyone says it's hard. Oh, that's true. Lies of P is off Game Pass. I had to buy it to keep playing with the race. That is true. It just came off like a week ago, I think. Now, and Sekiro is hard, but honestly, if you take the time in, like, the early areas to really, like, understand the combat and to, like, learn it properly, it's definitely doable. Just, I think a lot of people, myself included, are just too impatient. It's like, rush and fight and kill, when it's like, all right, let me fight the same mob a couple times so I'll understand its attack patterns and when to block. let me figure out how to use my my abilities and my items and like the hot bar and everything, and I'm just like, fight, fight, fight. Chat, I'd also be considering in the probably distant future, not the near future, but I'd be interested in attempting a speedrun or two and perhaps like a hard game. You have no patience for parrying in any of the Souls games. Yeah, it took a lot for me to... oh. All right, we're good. It took a long time for me to really get it for Lies of P, because other than Sekiro, I hadn't really done parrying in too many of the other games. Mostly because in the OG trilogy for Dark Souls, I preferred using two-handed massive weapons, so I couldn't have a shield. So parrying wasn't really an option for me. You were doing really well in Lies of P, but you lost it halfway through. You know, that happens too. I mean, I've definitely seen that with myself playing some of the Souls games, that it's like, I'm in a nice rhythm, and then I kind of just lose it. And I'm like, how did I revert like 15 hours? Like, what happened here? It's usually like one boss that like acts differently than I'm used to that really just messes with me and gets rid of my whole mojo. Alright, let's just do it this way. No, that does help, because that's that, and this is this. Okay. Barely worked making a staircase like this. Huh. Okay. Cool. Alright. Now we can resume the pattern. But I know that Souls games aren't for everyone, but they are definitely for me. I really like the slam your head against a wall until you get good. It's a very, very fun skill feeling. Skeleton not be near. Stop that. You didn't think you'd like them, but you gave Dark Souls a try after learning about the lore and stuff. That's a good place for a lot of people to get into it, the lore. That is very anti-me. I don't give a shit about the lore from the Souls games or any of the FromSoft games or even the Souls-likes, honestly. Like Lies of P, I don't really care about the story. I'm still at least reading the dialogue in this game and kind of following. And I definitely understand like pretty much who the final boss is going to be and stuff like that. But there is still definitely a lot I'm missing out on because I'm not reading like the notes I'm picking up all the time, and I'm not going to do all the side quests that I find and all that good stuff. Somewhere trying different games, even playing Armored Core 6. I know nothing about the Armored Core series. Like, actually nothing. I hope you're enjoying it. I know, I'm such a waste of those games. The games are such a waste on me when I'm not focused or interested on the lore. Armored Core 6 is hard? Oh, jeez. That might be one of the games that's on the list for Sega and I to do as our race games. I feel like that seems like he's mentioned that before. Why is this so mountainous here? Wait, what? Huh? How do I do this? Oh, it's not actually as tall as I thought. Okay, never mind. How is the Enderman back? Get a hobby. You cannot dodge through bullets like in Dark Souls. Okay, so it is movement-based, not dodge-based. Okay. Is it like a bullet hell still? So you have to maneuver versus dodging in a bullet hell kind of zone? Yeah, excuse my ignorance on the game and how it works. Good Armored Core, but you love Metal Wolf Chaos. It's basically the same thing without the hardness. Interesting. I've not heard of that game either. Same devs. Ah, okay. Interessante. Okay, so that's cleared up the way I want it to be. Skeletons. Be nice. Okay. Let's continue this way. Inventory is tight. Ba-da-da-dum. I'm feeling the skeletons are going to start getting bold. Considering it's nighttime now. So we did not want to replay AC6 again, but you think about playing an Armored Core 6? Hey man, sometimes you just get the cravings to play games, and the way I see it is if you get a craving to play a game, you should play it and get that serotonin from it, because there's going to be other times when you're like, man, I miss playing this game, but I don't feel like playing it. So you might as well take the vibes while they're there and run with it. Because I find that a lot with me with food, because like I'll have like a snack in my cupboard, and I'll be like, eh. And then one day I'll be like, oh, I'm kind of craving that, but I really shouldn't. And then like the next day or the day after, I'm like, oh yeah, I still have the snack. And I'm not feeling it anymore, so now it's going to sit in my cupboard for another 2 months until I get a craving for it again. War never changes type shit. It's just, it's in your DNA. You are the Armored Core. You're 6 of them, actually. You're sextuplets. Congratulations. Ack. Oh, that goes down further than I thought. Well, that's a problem that I really don't feel like fixing, but here we are. Ugh. Let me clear out a little more of it here. Alright, where's the safest place to drop? There's water over here. I can hit this water. I missed it. Okay, so I need to cover a lot of ground here. There are enemies nearby. Hopefully they're also stuck by all this clutter down here. God, it goes deeper too. I hate it. So let's do it. Oh, hey, buddy. That was unfortunate timing. Okay, now my inventory is going to be full. Gosh darn it. Okay. Let's get to work. And nom and some food first. Actually, more than 6, but you're not an expert on telling the whole Outlanded series. That's valid. No worries there. so I need this, and I need the one next to it. Okay. So I'm making a too wide here. Really? It's kind of nice making too wide for at least a while. More room to stand. At least I have more than enough cobble on me for this. Alright, this is going passively. Spider. Oof, that's not good. That's an enchanted bow too. No, thank you. He actually walked up to me, which is good because it actually reduces his angle of a shot. So I'll take that. That. Bonk. Now we finish it off. Oops. That was an unfortunate play by me. There we go. Okay. Okay, well now it's raining again. Have done what we set out to do. Huge. I'm gonna run up the staircase and just take care of this. Oh, there's also this. Just do that for now. Sure. Get mostly out of the way. You only know 6 and Vati, okay. Because he actually played every game there was from the series. If it is on my to-play list, hope you can catch streams when you do play it. Yeah. I mean, worst case, I do put all of my streams up on YouTube. All of them, not 100% in full, because I cut out my intro and, like, any major breaks or anything. But yeah, it's essentially all up there. People can pick and choose what they'd like to catch up on, if anything. Okay, I don't know why this is here. Oh, I kind of know why that was there, because I was just messing with it. God damn it. Okay, that's fine. I'll just remine it. Shout out to Max. Finally getting to the bottom of all of this mountain. And it's very nice. I'm probably actually at a point where I'm going to have to move my chest forward again. Just for space and efficiency's sake. But we'll see if we do that as soon as we cross the water. Because I think there's a space right across the water that I used previously to kind of do the same exact thing. Alright, now it is time to completely be done with this mountain. This is the last strip until we're caught up with it and we're on the water zone. And the water is gonna take me like 2 seconds, and then we'll be on to the next mountain. But, first things first. And we are done with that mountain. Let's go! It is time to hand in my rewards to my loyal chests and fill in the water and then look into moving my chests. And then we'll probably wrap up after that before we would start a new section. Because my cutoff time for today is pretty much 10:30, so I think that'll line us up pretty well. I guess I'll have this running for now, even though I know I'm going to move my chests very soon. Okay. Pop. Pop, pop. Put that there as well. Let's go with there. That go there. And then let me grab all my gravel for this, just in case. I know I won't need to use it all. Leave that smelting. I'll smelt that from here. Why not? Let's go take care of this one. Yeah, there's the little pocket I think I used last time. Alright, let's do it. Gravel is so nice to use for this. Unfortunately, I do not usually have a lot of gravel on hand. Which is why I always like to use it where I can to really make the most of it. Dirt is also pretty good because it's easy to mine when I'm ready to mine it. And it's still pretty much in excess. But there are plenty of times where I am forced to use cobble to cover water. Which is very sad. Okay. Okay. Almost through this section of water already. Okay, didn't expect that. All right. Okay. So there's an overhang there, which is really annoying. But theoretically, we are now at Z negative 221. And we need to go to positive 999. So we got quite the way to go. But it's progress nonetheless. Okay, see, I'll put my chests and stuff here. So let me go start gathering it bit by bit. And moving on up in the morning. I didn't pass it, did I? I don't think I did. Yeah, it's coming up here. Okay. I will take these first, because I can probably fit all this in my inventory. Or I'm using a shovel to break that. That's fine. I cannot fit all of it. I have as much as I can fit right now, actually. And I will be back. I have the chests themselves. That's all I purely need to get this started. Just eat everything in here for now. Keep my sword and my food. In case of emergencies. Oh, and I will need to actually pick a pickaxe back up for the furnaces. I'll try to remember that on my next trip back. This chest. Nice. And the chest itself, that is one of the more important things. And off we go. Skirt. Why am I bad? pickaxe to bring with me. That's fine. Cool. Back. All this. Leave the chest itself. I'll bring as much extra food as I can. Okay. Alright. Hey, rain's done. That's good. Guess I'll just move the sand down here for now. The rest of this. Okay. Back again. Almost done. Let's see, will I need to take another trip or not? No, I think I have just enough space, maybe? I have just not enough space. Are you kidding me? I don't have enough space for my crafting table? Is this what the world's come to? Yeah. Oh, and my bed, actually. Both those things. I can get rid of this and this. Alright. Okay. I've made my choices. I will stick with them. Okay. Sweet. Okay. Let's start rolling things out to where they belong. Perfect. I don't like I heard that monster. Okay. Okay. Cool back in there, cool back in there. Let's grab all the cobble. Eat it up here. Let's grab anything else that's stone adjacent. Okay. Okay. Let's reorganize this. Put all of this at the top. Have this match it. Shove sand in here as well. I'll connect these. Tools could be over here. One piece of steak. Perfect. This wood. Bones and bone meal. Arrows. Scalp. Extra tools. Blocks of iron. Sticks. Create more blocks of iron. Or copper. God, I wish it were blocks of iron. That would have been great. And then this. Okay. We are set up where we need to be for next time. How far until we reach real water again? I feel like it's too far. It's annoyingly far, if I remember correctly. Yeah. All this dirt that I have on me is becoming a problem. I don't have enough storage. I'm gonna have to expand my mobile storage to increase more room for dirt, which I did not want to do. Yeah, because this is ridiculous how far this is before I hit water. Because I know once I hit water, it's a lot of water, but I need to get there first. So what I actually might do is I might move a chest up further near where the water is up here and make it like my marker for my next station when I reach true water again. And then from there, just leave the dirt there until I get there. Or at least a double chest. Because like this will barely use any, you know, I won't even move on to the dirt. I'll still be using gravel for that. And same thing for this. But then after I get through like this mount or something, it like opens up to true water. So I'll have to look into that in a future part. Maybe the next time I'm bringing cobblestone back home, I can look into a good spot to to leave some dirt lying around for later. But for now, I'll just run back to the chest, and that's where we will wrap up for the evening. Yo, have a great night, Ryder. Have some good sleeps. We shall see you next time for some more vibes. Thanks again for hanging out today. It's been nice conversing with you and the rest of the chat. Alright, we're back. We got our bed. We just have our spawn set. We have all of our resources as they exist now. This is too much overflow. I'll need to move this double chest further down. But yeah. Incredibles if you. YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Episode, I believe this is 36 of Minecraft. Oh! We are almost, 0.2% done with the above surface area. And by almost, I mean like 10 parts away or something. Maybe 5 parts away. Maybe 10 parts away, actually, now that I'm thinking about it a second time. So that's going to take forever. But we're having a good time. And time is something we have in abundance for us. Thanks again for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. I'll see you next time. I love ya. Bye-bye, YouTube.